There's clearly a huge challenge for local authorities now in reassessing programmes to reduce costs and also having to reduce their own overheads costs as well, and to do those at the same time. The agenda at the moment appears to be an agenda of better for less, of seeking to safeguard services but at lower levels of spending, not a radical redesign of the state in a kind of Thatcherite way of wholesale privatisation of services and the withdrawal of the state from key areas of activity. But it could be that the impact of 7% cuts, real terms cuts each year, it could be that the impact of that does in effect lead to the withdrawal of big areas of services. To bring about big reductions in costs, more intelligent commissioning of services is going to be required, including a capacity to engage in new ways with the voluntary and private sectors, and for councils to engage collectively as well, looking at seeing whether they can start procuring services on a basis of more than one authority. So whether or not people are distrustful of the capacity of local authorities to commission, it's not going to be possible to bring about these big reductions in spending unless local authorities are themselves intelligent commissioners and highly professional at the job. The devolution agenda is partly about increasing local political authority. So, for example, the proposal for elected mayors in the 12 largest cities outside London is about increasing the democratic legitimacy and effectiveness of political leaders of these big cities, and therefore their capacity to take on services and to make decisions locally which have tended in the past to be made nationally. But it's also about empowering the citizen as well. That's partly about increased transparency, the publication of data and all that, which the coalition has put a high premium on, greater transparency. But it's also about new democratic mechanisms, for example the use of local referenda, which have been suggested both for council tax increases and for certain categories of local planning decisions. Well, we don't have a tradition of local referenda in this country, so if we're going to start seeing that form of direct democracy introduced in respect of local spending decisions and local planning decisions, that will be a significant change in our democratic practice, and it could lead to the empowering of local communities in wholly new ways.